Wow. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, we are the brothers of the great millstone. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders who have ruled well, to our scattered that be among the heathen, that look like the heathen, because this is an Israelite thing, not a black thing. All right. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning. And hey, Esau's campaign is doing damage to himself. All he's doing is making more people aware of the truth. Because Vocab Malone did a horrible job with his investigative. Basically, everything that Vocab ever said or did was debunked with the scriptures, and it was proven on many and many a video that he lacked understanding of the scriptures. As a matter of fact, Vocab learned more from us than he did in the time that he was in seminary school, if he even really went. Being he's such a great actor, he was all investigating and trying to gather intel and video and sound bites and things of that nature that they're probably going to use for a deep fake, who knows? But their campaign, it has more holes in it than Swiss cheese. None of it makes any sense. The things that they're accusing us, it's like going back to 9/11 all over again. You had planes disintegrate, which they don't do. Every time there's a plane wreck, there's luggage and footage and bodies everywhere, and but these planes, there was none of that, and these planes completely disintegrated, and then out of that they found these nice little IDs they could just blow off, right? And so people, it's just like, so this is just the thing with Esau, is that people plan crimes and leave a note in their pocket and leave their IDs. Hey, before we do hit this bank, go back and get your IDs. Right. It just shit. It don't make the things that it makes absolutely no sense at all, man. All right. Meanwhile, while they're focusing on us, their whole shit is falling apart, and they are totally against themselves. Can I get that first scripture in First Maccabees? You see, no matter what you do, you can only do what Yahweh is going to allow you to do, and this is because go ahead and just make your move, man. All right, because this campaign being led and spearheaded by Vocab Malone is failing horribly. If it's all over social media, you still got two images of two different couples up. Which couple was the actual one? All right, but go ahead, brother.
This is First Maccabees 3:53. It reads, "How shall we be able to stand against them, except thou, O power, be our help?"
Right. So any Israelite is not going to act on their own, because what is taught to us and what we believe in and what makes us stand on this is we actually believe in this book, which you don't. It's clear that you don't believe in it. You never believed in it. All right. Well, actually, you did believe in it. You just thought you could manipulate because their left-hand side was guiding you. And you kept us ignorant of the fact of who we were. All right. But nothing you're going to do. You can only do what the Lord is going to allow you to do. And this time, when you make your move and you start putting your hands on us, this is what we're waiting for. All right. Because I'm tired. Remember that scene in The Predator when the Gadite, when Tommy just pulled out his big ass knife and cut himself, did a little ceremonial cut, and just went. He's like, "What? It ain't no point in running no more, man. Here come big bad Esau." But guess what? But this time, when you come, the Lord's gonna lift up the standard, man. You're not gonna be able to do to us what you did to us in past times, man. All right, it's not gonna work this time. And Terrence Pop has no idea of that, because I actually watch Terrence Pop. He's entertaining, but he actually tells the truth about a lot of things, about what's going on in society, man. And he's been telling you that this society is going to fail. He's been telling you that, a lot of things wrong with it, like, putting women over men. It's like, this dude, I don't know, man. But he's completely against the system. And he was formerly a part of the system. This dude's a decorated soldier, man. All right. That next scripture, Baba Kushar.
This is Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who could be against us?
And see, there it is, man. There's really nothing you can do. All right? Because the Most High is with us, man. So, hey, fucking bring it, man. Stop waiting. You know, you lying, you throwing out these little shots. Your Howard Shai is coming back in the Jewish neighborhood. First of all, we would never do no shit like that. Over 12 years, I've been a part of this camp, man. I've been in this truth. And that's not something that we do.
That was probably vocab.
And it's probably vocab the one put it up himself. And if we did, it probably would have been written in the Paleo Hebrew, or in the actual Hebrew, not the Syrian script, which the apostles used. It would have been written in the actual Hebrew. All right, not the new school version, so to speak. All right, anything you got, brother?
This is Romans 13:1. Just to back up something you said. We ain't on that. We ain't trying to arm up and take down Esau, man. This is what we about. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, but there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Hey, the Lord set you up, Esau. All right? It's like the elder Malcolm said, we believe in these scriptures. So we believe the Lord set you up. The Lord's going to take you down. And it's like it. Let me not say it like that. He's taking you down. He's not going to. He's already doing it.
It's literally in front of your face.
Yeah.
You're losing your country, your power, your women, everything's, And
it's all playing out.
Like Murph put up that picture of those 3 champions. I loved it, man. all Jakes, man, all Judah on top of that. All right, with championship belts in Esau's arena, and one of them had the Edomite woman hanging off of him on top of it. And quiet as it's kept, I'm pretty sure that John Jones blew the back out of what's her name, Holly, quite a few times. Right.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So we ain't going out there trying to take you down right now on our own, so we'll lose. It's written that we will lose. We believe in these scriptures. And the scriptures say we got the victory, and this is how we got it. The Lord got your kingdom divided. Your financial system is collapsing. All right? It's over with. As the Lord said, it's going down by the word, man. So you don't have to, look, you can lie on us. You can do whatever. Just make your move. At the end of the day, it's going to be known that you're coming against us because you hate us. All right? Because of envy. Just like Pilate knew why the 2/3 killed Yahweh Shai said because of envy, it's going to be known you're doing this because you're just a wicked.
But truth be said, that vibration is already out there.
Yeah.
And it's not just Jake's that's saying it. You even got other Edomites saying it. Because you have yet to see the bombardment from people like what's his name? What's the dude from Chicago? Brother Dana. You haven't even heard, what they got to say because it's so obvious that this is what you're doing. Real quick, let me read this. This is Luke 11 and 18, and it says, and it reads, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall this kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub. So basically, they're trying to call us wicked when they're the wicked. All right, and your actions prove it, man. Because you outright lies. Because I've made 2 videos asking questions to both Vocab Malone and Dr. James White, the Edomite. All right. And certain questions about prophecy dealing with the Israelites and dealing with the Israelis, and they never responded to either one of those videos, man. Now, and I know he saw it. Just like he admitted to the elder Apostle Gabar that he's seen all the videos on all the non-black Hebrew Israelite brothers, all the Northern Kingdom, and a lot of the Speckled Bird brothers who made responses in videos, man. Because we telling you that this is not a color thing. This is a Hebrew Israelite thing. And some of our brothers look like the heathen nations. All right. The Israelites got and all you black only Israelites, your wickedness is coming back to bite you in the ass. Because the Lord, you people who did that wickedness, you're not gonna have a covering, man. Because it's so difficult and so hard for you to accept that when the Lord told you in Isaiah, what is it? Isaiah, it is the 16th chapter when it talks about Moab should be a covert unto Judah. all those Negroes that went over to hey, I went to Thailand, man. I'm just you know, the Thai women like me. I actually had a good time. All right, so it would be real easy, you know. I can see how that could happen, man. I thought about Vietnam and you know met a couple Cambodian girls too, man. All right, and I'm just saying, man. And I thought about, damn, man, it's a lot of Jake running around, you know, in those parts of the world. And I saw with my own eyes, man, how those women flocked to Jake, man. All right. Judah and Ephraim was getting all the women, man. All right. And one buying prostitutes and whores. Esau was doing that. Esau was buying whores, man. Jake was just, the women were coming to them, man. And I was there. That was at the height of Mike Tyson and Mike Jordan, man. Jake was popping. All right. What's the other dude that was real popular back then too? What was my man? Rico Suave. Man, Jake had it going on over there, man. Go ahead, brother. Whatever you got.
I got something to back up the first scripture. This is that Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So we ain't gonna be out there doing none of this stuff you're seeing on the media. You know, hey, we're dealing with the devil, all right, the deceiver, who owns all these media sources, who gets to pick his narrative. You know, so ultimately the real true believers, Hebrew Israelites, all right, we're gonna wait on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says it says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And ultimately, the Heavenly Father is going to be the one who's going to get to lay the smack down. We ain't going to be doing that until he returns. We have to wait upon him. Yahweh Shai said,
so when he gives the spiritual powers out,
right?
Because Esau gonna make that move and Lord gonna raise that standard.
Con.
So just make sure you put that in the proper order. When he returns, shit, everybody gonna be busy bowing down, and whoever get blasted gonna be getting busy bowing down or beamed up, man. You're gonna get blasted, you're gonna be bowing down, or you'll be getting beamed up, man. When the Lord returns, you know.
And I had another one to go with the house divided. You know, this is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Talking about Esau, Edom, all right, Adawam, all right, you Edomites, all right. It says to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, and they're gonna kill each other. Here in Babylon and on the world stage, man, because them Russians, they're primarily Edomites, man. And they're going to smash the Edomites here in America. So meanwhile, while they're doing all these piecing together all these lies about us, they're losing their shit, man, because Trump is making bold. He told you if he got impeached, there would be a civil war. Yeah. And Terrence Popp is telling you that that's about to kick off, man, because these Edomites are losing and they're tired and they're angry and they're afraid. The elites know what time it is, but these low-level Edomites have no idea, and they think that they can still fight to save this place. As a matter of fact, this would be a good time to actually, let me read this Egyptian versus the Egyptian, then we can play it. Let that video play out. This is Isaiah 19:2, and it reads, "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom." And that is what is about to happen in this society. City against city, Edomites against the police, you know, and then Jake against everybody. That's what's getting ready to happen. All right, but you can let it ride, brother.
The only thing standing in between you and a horde of the undead is toxic masculinity. Wait. So hold on to your butts and get set for Red Days. Get your copy on DVD or Blu-ray on Amazon today. A link is in the description, bitches.
It's a right provided to them by the Queen.
Fuck her, she's a whore. All right. Now, in Virginia, a lot of those rural counties have already stated we are not
pause it real quick.
enforcing.
What does it say Esau's blessing is?
The sword.
You know, he got a serious collection of swords. And I'm going to tell you, man, those are not cheap knockoffs. Those are not, you know, the bullshit you get at the flea market. It's just metal shaped in the form of a sword. That's real shit he got hanging there, man. That's take your head off, take your arm off, take your leg off shit right there. All right? Well, go ahead. Just, you know, go ahead.
Their gun laws, because they go directly against the Second Amendment. And on top of that, a lot of the sheriffs who are elected by the population of those counties are saying, fuck that. We are not, my guys are not going to enforce those fucking laws because we view them as unconstitutional.
Pause it. Just watched a video yesterday where a sheriff spoke about deputizing the militias in his area. How he would deputize hundreds of men. All right. Why? Because the sheriff was elected by the people. All right. So the top sheriff has a lot of power in America. All right. Especially in times of war and upheaval and that whole sort of thing. Right. He will have the power to say you can arrest and kill people if you have to. He can deputize you and give you police powers. And so he's going to have the deputized police versus the municipal police. And they showed you that in that movie, Gangs of New York, showing you that all the gangs in the beginning were Edomites. And they had the municipal, they had the different firemen and the police. Yeah, there you go, man. Go ahead, brother, let it play. Right. You know, when it start getting hot and heavy, they start messing with the connection.
Last point, you know, this is very important. They are already taking steps and forming their own militias. That's pretty serious. All right. And it only takes one knucklehead on either side or a bunch of knuckleheads on both sides. Because once you got the cops or whoever they're going to do to try to enforce those laws passed by the sociocrats, they're going to have the local militias who are not going to want that to happen. Shit's going to happen. Somebody's going to pull the trigger, and then it's really going to get real. Let me explain this to you. The numbers are not on the side of the police, nor their local National Guard.
You hear that? And I watched another video about a month ago where the guy admitted they do not have the police powers, enough law enforcement in America to handle full-out civil unrest in America across the country. They don't have the police power to do it. They don't have enough. Why? Because you can bring out that scripture. They remove off the northern army. Because is spread out in all these other countries trying to police them, trying to enforce the greenback, the dollar, trying to keep it in power. And they got most of the American forces are spread out all over the world. And so it's not enough of them here to handle a full-on uprising of the people. It's just not enough of them to do it, man. So you're going to talk about total chaos. As a matter of fact, now that I mention that, just watched another video where I think it was New Orleans just got cyber attacked. And they're holding their city services ransom, and they didn't want to pay them, but they said, you know what, we're going to pay them anyway. So now the U.S. government has to pay hijackers or what do you call them? Cyberjackers or whatever the fuck? Hackers. You got to pay them now because You want your police, your firemen, and your emergency services, because what they're saying is that it will cost way more to reboot and put it all back in order versus them just paying the ransom.
But I thought the American government don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, I guess they do, because New Orleans is gonna pay, man.
That's bullshit.
And so they're saying that their police forces and they're are hobbled. They're not. So what they did by announcing that and just let every crook and criminal know, hey, it's a free. Hey, if some dude was feeling like he want to rape some bitches, now would be the time for him to do it. He want to rob some shit. Now he just told them that their response time and all that shit is hobbled. So that's like running a race against a dude who got a cane. You know?
Yeah, they showed you that in that movie, one of the Die Hard movies. The dude hacked the whole government. You know, held that shit for ransom. I forgot the plot, but
The fire sale.
you seen that one? Yeah, he hacked the whole government with a computer. That's just possible.
There it is. But he thought he was so wise as his technology because he wanted to put everything online and get away from paperwork, right? Because the police department here in Chicago been fighting that shit, because if everything was online, they'd all be caught up, firemen too. But the way that they do overtime and bogus shit to get all this extra money, they won't be able to do that shit if they had the digital records of it. So that's why they've been fighting for a long time to stay with their paperwork, because when you got paperwork, you can hide shit or not put shit in or whatever. You know, you can always fabricate or hide paperwork. Once something goes online, it's there forever, man. Go ahead and let it finish. And somebody go ahead and get 2 Ezra 15 if you ain't got it already.
Every time.
Worse, they're screwed. And these
the numbers. Can I hit that, Joel?
Yeah, he said they don't have the numbers. Absolutely, brother.
This is Joel chapter 2 and 19. Yea. It's like, yeah. Yea, the Lord will answer, saying to his people, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen. So the Lord is going to glorify us, man. All right, he says he's going to beautify the place of his feet. Let's talk about us, man. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the most sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. So that goes right with what the brother Yasharala read in Zephaniah 3 and 8. We wait on the Lord, because the Lord wants this grace World War III to happen, man. He's gathering you up into these lands you once was policing, all right, and enforcing your will. The Lord is gathering that now for your destruction, man. All right, in the so-called Middle East. That's why Trump said, well, we're going to take the troops out. Then you say, no, I got to send more troops in. All right?
Right, the Lord didn't allow that to happen.
That's right. So he's right, man. They don't have the numbers, man. So this martial law come, all this, they ain't going to be able to do nothing, man. In fact, foreign troops going to be on this land. It's going to be a complete war zone in America, man. The Lord wants the spirit of violence upon this place. This is Revelation 18 and 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So that spirit of violence, all right, is put upon this place, man. So it's finna get crazy out here in these streets. All right, people, you worried about framing us for some shit. You about to have a lot of real problems to deal with, man.
God.
You worried about us. We the reason for it. Nah. We're not making these Edomites fight each other. All right? We're not here killing these niggas. Hey, we ain't doing that. We ain't going to no Jewish fucking mosque or, not mosque, temple, synagogue.
Right, and they're trying to connect us to Muslims. How lame is that? With the thousands of videos that we have with us being outright against Ishmael and Islam and Allah. You cannot, you have got to be kidding me. The Hebrew Israelites would tell you that the name of the Lord and the Father and the Son is Yahweh Wah Yahweh Shai. That Allah is no God, he's a false God. All right, we don't believe in that God. He's not a God at all, man. All right. As a matter of fact, Allah is a Hebrew word which simply means power, man. All right, that's what it means. And our power, our God, that's what the word God means in English. Power is Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and he been praying to Satan, but the left hand side, and Satan is a God, but he's a God that's controlled by the Most High God, man, and that's the part they don't get, because Satan didn't deceive them, man. All right, and he about to, in the same way you control the narrative and sell people out, Satan about to sell you fools out, man. And then the great and terrible true king of terrors, which is who you ignorantly call God, is coming for you, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
This Matthew 24. I'm starting at 6. We should hear on wars and rumors of wars, saying that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, so that travailing, man, that birth pains, man. All right? In fact, let me look something up real quick. You let that play. Let me see if I can find the scripture.
Oh, I got a little more.
Go ahead, brother.
Can I make a quick point on that?
Absolutely.
You know what's heavy about that? Hey, America's been in war.
Since its conception.
Yeah, that's true. But damn, that's true, cuz. But the war in the Middle East, that's been going on for like 2 decades, 3 decades now. All right.
Ever since the Khazars went over there.
Yeah. America's had his armies, these micro wars.
They weren't fighting before them.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't fighting each other like that.
And what they call it, they got a thing, they don't call them wars, but these miniature wars now, like Vietnam, they don't call it proxy.
As a matter of fact, funny thing is, you mentioned Vietnam. They were old. Vietnam was going on during the time that the truth came into the world, man. That was from like 1965. They really got hot fighting in like 67. Because they first went over 65, 66, but it still really turned into as occupation forces, policemen. The next thing you know, it was all-out war in 67. Around 69, 70, Abba Bivens, the truth came back into the world, and the Israelites began to awaken, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And as a result of that, Vietnam was the first war that America actually lost. Since they have been, because actually Americans had beat everyone. They were like the new Rome. They are Rome. Up until that point, man, they were smashing on everybody.
The word is conflicts. It's the ones, the smaller wars, they call them conflicts now. They had a bunch of those, man. So and we really at the end. All right. Now these rumors of wars, these little wars, all right, some of the wars that we heard of, it's getting big now, man. We at the verge of World War III right now, man. All the nations turn against America. All right, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what the Lord has devised, man.
Yep. Turkey is fully with Russia now. And they Edomites too. Turks.
Nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. That's happening. That's what I'm saying. That's now it's speaking. They start fighting against each other and raising up. And they about to get ready to start this war.
Go ahead and get Habakkuk after you said that. Scriptures are speaking and not lying, man. Right?
I'm saying finish this verse. And there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. Like it's talking about the food supply. It's about to be famines, man.
Ooh, now that you said that, let's let some of the video play. Because he's about to speak on that. What's going to happen? Because now when he says urban, he's talking about you niggas and spiggers. And you city dwelling Edomites. In the alphabet communities. We're not going to, in the alphabet communities.
Often surrounded. I covered that in the first video. Check that one out. So what I'm trying to say here, check that one out. And these urban centers of Ghana, they're not just in raw numbers. They're screwed. And these urban centers can easily be cut off and surrounded. I covered that in the first video. Check that one out. So what I'm trying to say here is we are right there at the edge. We have watched our government just go fucking off the rails, you know, with the destruction of religion, the destruction of the fucking family. And then after those two things were taken out, disintegration of our civilization of the Western world. Because they want to have security, they're going to erode the rights of the Constitution. It's not going to work. All right? It's just not going to work. And it's going to be fucking ugly. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. But in my bones, I can feel it coming. Like I remember before 9/11, I remember I was taking the trash out to the curb. I turned around. It was the end of summer. And I'm walking back to the house, and then I got this fucking feeling. Just weird, creepy fucking feeling. That bad shit was coming. 2 weeks later, 9/11 happens. Rongo bongo, we are fucking in the game. We're at war. We've been at war ever since. You know, I watched a lot of guys get flushed. I got fucked up royally. Lost my wife, my kids, my house, my fucking part of my sanity, my health, everything.
Pause it.
And I'm getting the same feeling now. It's not good. Now,
because see, these curses are on Esau like a cheap fucking suit, man. All right, he's wearing the curses are falling upon and the other heathen, man. Because I've seen something. I've seen homeless Moabites, man. That's something I'm not used to seeing. Maybe out in California, but not in Chicago. You know, you don't see it's like Moab take care of their own, man. But I've seen some homeless Moabites, man. So, yeah. You know, Esau out there homeless and encampments and tents all over the damn place.
I just saw a homeless Moabite about a couple of days ago.
See, there it is, man.
Picking some up off the ground. I saw a homeless East Indian woman. She was asking me.
Yeah, I've seen one of them too. Yeah, so the curses are starting to go ahead and get it, brother. Whoever got it.
Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right. So now they're becoming victims of their own folly, man. Like he said, he lost the destruction of the church, destruction of the family. And everything went to hell. And that was targeted at Jake, mainly. All right, it was. That was targeted at Jake. And what did they do? They force-fed you plantation Christianity. At the same time, they were telling your wife to get you out of the house. Get the man out of the house. And gave the women positions over men. And then women make up most of the workforce today. And men can't get jobs to take care of their families. Because all the women got them. Why? Because a woman, she want to drive around and be a slut versus to be at home taking care of the family in the house and getting banged by her husband when he come home. That's not good enough for her. She wants to go to work and sleep with her boyfriend at work, what they call it, their work husband. How many times have you heard women say that?
That nigga,
he just popped up on my phone, that little bastard.
Yeah, he just did a video where he was messing with her. She got a husband at home, but he the fucking work for it. He just did that in the video.
Wow.
She just said that shit was wicked as hell.
Damn, well, see, there it is. There it is, and Esau's feeling that, man. And you know what's that book that's out called Daddy Don't Live Here No More, and it shows the Edomite on the porch, and the kids and mama in the doorway, and the kids on the porch saying goodbye, and then you got a dude standing in the window look like Easy E. Right, Daddy don't live anymore, but that's a Jake inside the house, you know, through the blinds. And when you at first glance, you miss that. All right, so what? So basically, Esau been kicked out of. But the flip side of that coin is that was Esau doing that to us. You know, going in and having this way with your woman while you struggling and working. So he's having this way with your woman while he was fucking with your pay, taking half your money, make you work. And now, what he say? He lost his house or his kids, his wife.
A little of the same.
You're right. So why? And it makes me wonder, man. Was you know, was big ass Tyrone stroking Miss Pop out? You know? Bring it out, brother.
Mark 3:25, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
And that's what's happening, man. So they're trying to focus on us and make us the reason why their society is going down, man. Meanwhile, all their society is going down basically because it's just that time. It's the Lord's time, man. And so you got bigger problems than us, at least for now, until the Lord lift up that standard. Then there's going to be no problem bigger than us. But prior to that time, you got bigger problems. They so worried about us, man. It's going to be Edomites, other Edomites is coming for your ass. People, mad ass people, ex-soldiers like Terrence Pop. All right, because you think you're not going to click up with some of them militias? Being a learned soldier, combat veteran like himself. You know? And that's why he has labeled so many soldiers enemy of the states when they come home. Why? Because a soldier can teach other men how to soldier. He can teach you. They can teach you order and how to shoot, how to use a firearm, and that sort of thing. They can teach that to other people, man. Teach you military tactics and that whole sort of thing. And so these guys are coming home mad and angry and disenfranchised, disenchanted with the government because they know they've been fighting wars for bullshit. And not only that, they don't get to share the spoils.
Yep.
And that's not the way it's supposed to be, man. The soldier's supposed to get to sharing the spoils. They just say, thank you for your service and give you a piece of paper and tell you got a good, honorable discharge or a dishonorable discharge. Thank you for making us rich. Thank you for or on Memorial's Day, you got Edomite saying, thank you for your service. While they drive off in they fucking Bentley and shit. No, fuck you. Right? You over there fighting for fucking poppy fields and fighting for oil fields, but where's your dividends for your family? You coming home sick with all kind of diseases from all these damn chemicals and shit. You coming home, you got shrapnel in you, been shot the fuck up. Ishmael might have caught you and beat your ass. You all kind of shit, right? Shit happened to them over there, man. Right. You know, watch all your homies get blown up. You know, you getting hit with shrapnel that's the bones stabbing you up or the dude that you was breaking bread with the day before. You know? There's some more to that? No, you finished that scripture. Go ahead and let it play a little bit more play. You got something.
Yeah, I was on. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes 10, started 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. In due time, he will set up. He will set over it one that is more profitable. And in the hand of the Most High Power God is the purposes of the prosperity of men, and upon the person of the scribe should he lay his honor. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all but injury and injurious practices. Pride is hateful before the Most High Power God and men. By both do one committeth iniquity, because of unrighteous dealing, injury, and which is got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Wow, man, that scripture says a whole lot, man. Especially with that pride. The Lord hates pride. As a matter of fact, you could break down Trump's pride in his speech, what he said after it.
Oh God. Basically he said past politicians apologize. You're not apologizing. He boasted how he's boosted the economy. All right, and all the great things he's been doing since he's been in office. And he told the chick, Nancy Pelosi, right? He told her to go back to San Fran and clean up the homelessness. Like this is not that's not part of the same country he just boasted about. They divided. He just completely trashed San Francisco and all that shit.
In San Francisco, I've been in San Francisco, lived in San Francisco, hung out in San Francisco. And one thing I'll tell you about, man, that was a beautiful city. And I haven't been there in years. All right? But from what I'm told, it's fucked up now. They don't look the same. It stink. They got homeless all downtown in the nice parts. You know, from what I hear, San Francisco is a shithole now.
Yeah.
An expensive shithole.
Yep, he got your back. But what's beautiful, that's beautiful too. So that division, but he also went ahead and he basically told the leftists, no, the rightists, told the rightists to go ahead and arm up, man. He said, go ahead. He said, we're not going to enforce the gun control laws. We're not going with that austere shit. All right, and he said, those who want to fight for the Constitution,
and so
fight for what's right. He told them to fight.
And you know what that tells you? That tells you that they know that all this shooting shit is set up in bullshit. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't complaining about it then, though. All right, but all this. So half these shootings are all fabricated and phony anyway, because that's what the left been doing, trying to take all the guns. And as Terrence Pop is telling you, Enoch about to have this shit. That's his blessing, man. You're not taking his blessing from him. Esau not giving up his blessing until Yahweh Shai come back and take it from him. Until he come debo him and tell him this is my bite, punk. It ain't gonna happen until that, man.
Yeah, they even gonna try to fight against the
Lord.
Lord.
They gonna try to fight the Lord, man. And what was that scene when Donnie Yoon whooped all the damn black belts? So, the Lord gonna get in the midst of their ass and just fuck them up, man. And he gonna put the spirit on them to fight just so he can show his power, man. Same shit he did to the Egyptians in the ancient world. All right, they were terrified, but yet he put the spirit on them anyway. All right, just so he can show his power, and then he gonna show his power through his men. Then that's when you're gonna have to worry about it, because it promises that he said, "By the hand of my people Israel." All right, and one thing I know that we can't go out in the street and get up with Esau right now, because there's weaponry. It ain't like Esau gonna meet us in the middle of the street and knuckle up with us, 5 of them against 5 of us. They'll get smashed. It ain't like that. Ain't what they gonna do, man. All right, Esau he gonna throw flashbangs and shoot us with snipers from 5 blocks away and all kind of shit, man. Send drones, right? So he ain't gonna fight you like that.
Robot dog and shit.
Exactly. What was it? The Black Mirror, the damn hunter dog. They catch up, shoot you, and stab you and shit. Right. Send the Terminators after you, man. You can't fight Esau. All right, but the Lord promised that you will be able to do the things that he did and greater. Then and only then will you have to worry about the Hebrew Israelites. Right? And not just the so-called black ones, all the rest of them too is a part of the elect. So that whole black thing, that false narrative, that's gonna fall apart real quick, man. Like I said, the social media is already working against you. You've been people that, and that's what it says. When a man way pleases the Lord, even his enemies will be at peace with him. We've got our enemies coming to our aid and pointing out the fact that you full of shit, man.
God, it was a Jewish guy. He did a whole article titled "They Know the Hebrew Israelites Are Not a Threat." He went into it. He went to how we may be aggressive on the streets when we teach. In our words, he goes to that. But then he says, but they are not violent. He said, we're not into that. Man.
No, that's not what we do.
It is a Jewish guy on a website, I think it's called Israel.
And it came out of Israel. Yep. On top of that. Yeah, I saw that article from the Israel Times.
Yep.
All right? So this was an Israeli from the land of Israel saying, man, this is bullshit, man. Because he more than likely he probably been cussed out before. Or he been shown the truth, And so he's like, hey, look, man, those guys not on that, man. That's not what they do. And that's not what we do. You think if we were doing that they would allow? I've been out there on the highways and byways for 12 fucking years, man. All right? You think that we've been able to, so we just been robbing and killing and blowing shit up for 12 years? Get the fuck out of here, man. Excuse my French, but damn. You want to finish that scripture, brother?
And said, now, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, and such as one sitteth soul, considered his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he cast away his value.
God, man. And Esau is a covetous man. He want everything, man. He want us off those streets. Hell, and I'm talking about 12 years, man. My elders and apostles been out there double that. You know, some almost triple that. You know? They've been on the highway, so they've been on the highways and byways since the 1970s. You know? Just hunting down Jewish people and blowing them up and killing them and shit.
Right.
And nothing's been done about it until now. We're not going to have this anymore because it never happened, man.
Like I was just saying, like Esau ain't about to give up none of this shit.
Well, actually, he going to give it all up. He about to run that. He just, you know, he about to lose it all.
Going down without a fight.
Yeah, he going to try to fight. It's going to be a pathetic fight, but he going to do it. You know, he going to kill a bunch of 2/3, man, for this written. But you know what? The Lord gonna put the spirit on the 2/3. A lot of them gonna kill Edomites, man, when that time comes, man, and other heathens as well. I told you it's gonna be the Egyptian versus the Egyptian, so the heathen against the heathen, and then Jacob against everybody. All right, that's what's about to go down. You got anything else?
Want that second Ezra 15?
Con, we'll close on that, let you.
Can I hear one before that thing?
Con, bring that out.
This second Ezra 6 and 23 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The 4-star houses shall suddenly be found empty.
Ooh, I just watched the video with my girl Lisa Cabrera, Shalom sister. And she just brought out all the information how the retail apocalypse continues into 2020. There's going to be thousands of more stores closing in 2020. So this is right. Esau can't catch a break, man. He got a splinter and a thorn in every hand and foot, man.
Yep.
You know, a paper cut. You know how aggravating a paper cut can be, man. It seems like everything and everyone bumps it the whole time you got it. It's like every place on my body you could have touched, and you bump into that. And that's how Esau feeling, man. He can't get no relief.
And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall be suddenly afraid. The economy is going to collapse, man.
And you can see it in Terrence Pop's face, man.
Yeah.
He's disgusted. He just told you how he lost everything.
His dream gone. That American dream is through. He in the nightmare part, man.
He lost his house and he's in a lair. It was like a fucking closet with swords hanging up everywhere. All right?
Yeah. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yep. So E is getting ready to blast each other. All right? It's getting ready to be the cops against the militias, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And that's another thing. That's the joke on these militias because they've been gearing up for the race war, which there is going to be. But nevertheless, a lot of them going to die at the hands of their own brethren because E going to be against each other, man.
Yeah. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So this whole place is going to be shut down. It says in the scriptures, your wisdom, hey, that's going to be your downfall. You put everything on computers and monitors and stuff. Hey, ELP come, your water stop running. Your toilet won't flush. All right? Or just Esau just stop maintaining it.
Right. Or he might even set off the EMP himself.
Yeah.
All right. But nevertheless, he got plenty of enemies that'll do it now.
Yeah.
You know? Because they keep hinting at it that the Koreans have the capability of setting off an EMP here in America via some satellite or some shit. And if the Russians can do it, you know, and E is running out of friends worldwide. Meanwhile, the EU is falling apart on top of that. You know, NATO and the EU is falling apart. And they're all looking sideways at America now.
Yeah. It's a lot happening.
It's a lot happening.
I'm so focused on America.
Yeah, it's a lot. Point, yeah. And Australia's on fire right now. Fire raging out of control, which they can't stop. So that's spiritual and scriptural as well, man.
Yeah, they said breathing the air. I forget the amount of cigarettes, the packs, but it's like a couple hundred cigarettes a day just to breathe that air.
There
outside.
you go. There you go. So you're gonna have a lot of people dying of lung cancer as a result of this fire. It's just that bad, man. You know, and there's a brother over there. There's a speckled bird brother and some other brothers over there. Yahweh Ratazah, they fine, man. You know, that's another thing, man. This truth is going out, you know, to the four corners of the earth, man. You can't. It's already it's done. It's done. And as we said, man, we'll go ahead and get that scripture. Unless you got one more.
No, I was gonna bring it out what he said. It says Sydney's air quality is so bad that breathing outside for one day is like smoking 32 cigarettes. 32
God
cigarettes.
damn. I ain't never smoked one cigarette. I can imagine smoking 32. Well, how many is in a pack?
20.
So that's like a pack and a half. And we know that cigarettes today are much worse than the ones of yesterday. So, woo, man, that's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. Go ahead and bring that scripture, brother. We'll wrap it up. And I don't think Esau can take one. We did one of them finishing moves on Mortal Kombat on him, man.
Where should I start at?
Is it like verse 16, 17, where they won't be able to go into a city?
Okay.
Or
Yeah, I started at 14. Second Ezra's 15, 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
right, so the calamities in America are going to spread worldwide. All right, but just like or the calamities around the world have started happening down in South America and overseas. But when it comes to America, it's going to be way worse than all those, and then those are going to worsen. It's going to be like a domino effect. When America finally erupts, and it's getting to that point, man. When America finally erupts, everything in the rest of the world is going to increase as well.
And the difference is America's got a lot more guns.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be, you know, like a bloody violent movie, man. You think of the most violent movie you've ever seen, and magnify that, man. And I want to tell you, one of the most violent movies I've ever seen is the first opening minutes, the first 20 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, man. If you've never seen that, man, that shit was insane. And it's going to be way worse than that. Way worse than that. Go ahead, brother.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
So you just had your president tell you that that's what's coming, and you just had this former soldier, Mr. Terrence Pop, tell you the same thing, man, and many other E's that are all on the internet, and a lot of those militia guys, and a lot of those militia guys are also on this terror watch list too. And so a lot of them, you know, they ready, man. They're like, well, you know what, they might be like, we gonna get them before they get us, because now all of a sudden E is worried about white supremacy, but only because he's trying to tie it in with us, right? These Edomites been killing and murdering us and hanging us for well over a century now, and nothing was done about it, right? Now all of a sudden, you know, and then every day they got a Jew was attacked, a Jew was attacked, a Jew was attacked. Meanwhile, all the other nations of the world are being attacked, and it ain't right, you know? So with that, man, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kwadash, Wa'abababal. That sounded like a copy name.
That was a commercial popping up. God damn. I think this shit was good.
A commercial trying to pop up when you would turn it off?
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. He saw some weird shit.
Wow.